It is becoming more and more clear that artificial intelligence is part of everyday life. And at this point, it's a tool to be wielded. But how do we make sure it's not a crutch? Is it already a crutch and we don't even realize it? Mohit Rajhans is with thinkstart.ca. He's an AI technology consultant and author. He joins us for more on this conversation. So Mohit, why are the ethics of AI right now front and center?
I've been following the AI boom for the past 5 years. And at first, there was this utility factor that seemed pretty clear. Many people realized they could do their homework easier or accounting information, et cetera, and research was a lot easier. But now every single social media app that you use or app that you use at work has some sort of artificial intelligence baked into it. And that has become problematic because people don't necessarily know what the rules are when it comes down to the difference between making a funny video or actually finding an easier way to do their work. And all of this is happening at the same time.
Now, like you said, it's in the social media, it's in your searches that you put on the internet. Is AI already starting to shape sort of our opinions and our decisions?
Very much so. What's once was a meme or a picture that you can share with friends is now a video that you can manipulate very easily and influence decision making and discussions around everything from politics to your quality of life. The truth is, we're all in these bubbles. We don't know what's happening in different parts of the world. Take, for example, a lot of Canadian information and media isn't actually put on social media in Canada. So, in some cases, some of this synthetic information and this information about politics and this made up stuff, fake news, is being spread at a rapid pace. And there's not many guardrails that we can look to stop and say, hey, wait a minute, let's make sure that these people are reprimanded for what they're doing.
So this forces a lot of people to do some really, hard squinting and thinking about what they're seeing online. Is there a way to do that efficiently and effectively?
The unfortunate part about what we're talking about, for example, is with synthetic video. Synthetic video is getting great. As somebody who's tested 50 different apps, I realized that the original videos were bad, but now they're becoming hard to decipher. So what we have to do is have conversations at three different levels. We have a federal level conversation, which is going to talk about what is permissible and not permissible for these apps to do and what type of tools that can be released. On an education level, we need to reboot what media literacy is. A lot of people used to think that everything was social media bullying and cyberbullying. Right now, we have to talk to our kids about what it means to utilize some of these in our everyday lives, including social media.
What about in practical everyday usage? Are there tools or are there hints for people to tell when something is artificially generated?
Let's not scare everybody. I use a lot of these tools, Ken, and some of it from an education perspective. I don't know how to do calculus. I help my child with calculus. I make synthetic videos as explainers to help digest complex issues. There's a massive utility to AI that's being used everywhere from the health sector right down to third world nations to help communicate. But we are also letting too many things happen in our society without questioning them. So, for example, there are some guardrails like watermarks on AI synthetic video, but you could remove those with other AI. So we have to understand that we can't necessarily put our head down and wait for these big companies to set the guardrails for us because this is all happening in real time.
Now, let's talk about Grok, which is on X, being banned or investigated for sexual images that are modeled after real people. What are the implications of this investigation and what's going on with that?
Well, another clear example, I think just today, the Canadian government announced that they were probably looking at reasons to ban social media for youth. Let's be honest, what's happening with Grok is a utility factor. It's the idea that you can do so much great things with that video that so many people were using it for the wrong reasons. And because they were using it for the wrong reasons, they were sharing videos that could often be considered compromised. Now, remember, we are talking about a world that has a large digital footprint. People are putting their 2016 pictures up right now, and that's an idea of there's so much information about us online. So do we want these synthetic videos to be able to capture some of our still pictures and create whatever they want out of it? That's the danger that we saw with Grok, and anybody can do it with their phone, and that's the reason the conversation has become problematic.
Okay, it's a conversation that will continue. Mohit, as always, we appreciate your insight.
Anytime.
Mohit is an author and a consultant for thinkstart.ca. You can visit him by visiting the website at the bottom of the screen.